Hey, good morning, my friends. Let's give this another try. I see myself. So here we go. Who knows? Technology glitch or clean the cache or whatever the heck that means. Let's get to it. Hey, some great summer weather on the way for Michigan. Let's not let it slip by. I often feel like we do that. We complain about the weather here in Michigan, I feel like sometimes. And as a result, we miss a spring period that's really nice and springy, as we always complain that it goes from winter to summer. And I say, hey, don't let this week period slip by you. And in the summer, we get in summer and we've had a lot of rain or it's been to this or that, and we forget we're going to have a beautiful stretch where there's a little something for everybody. Hey, good morning, Larry from Charlevoix. Starting to see some folks on here. And remember, if you could give it a share, I would appreciate it very much. Let's get to it. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. And as we start with the satellite picture, one thing you notice, a bank of clouds, kind of a comma-shaped area of cloudiness from the UP through Wisconsin down to the southwest. What is that? That's a cold front, and that will be heading southeast across the state over the next 24 hours or so. Radar showing you it's wet across the UP this morning, far northern lower up around Mackinac City. And so one would think, well, southern lower, we're going to be into the rainfall pretty quickly here. Not so much, really. How do we know? We look at the radar forecasts then from the models that do a great job. And so here we go with the first one, the high resolution rapid refresh. Eric Suzuki, windy and dangerous along Lake Michigan today. Yes, it will be southwest wind, warm wind out ahead of the cold front. Hey, John Kumjian. I always have a tough time with your last name. I'm not really sure. Hey, good morning, Lake Ann. Thanks for joining us. Hit the share button if you can. Share button as we go into kind of detailing what we have for the weekend. Very important. Here's why. I feel like I have an important role here. I listen to conversations, we're going to get off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I'm at a restaurant. I hear over in the next booth, we decided not to go to Tawas because it was going to rain. We decided not to go to Charlevoix because it was going to rain. And then I listen a little more. How did they figure out if it was going to rain? Their their phone app had a little cloud with a raindrop on it. Seriously? You made that decision on a cloud with a raindrop off the phone from you don't even know where it came from. The deal is, in the summer, there are very, very few times when it rains in any one spot more than 6 hours. There are maybe double the amount of times of that, so a handful that rains 3 hours, and most of the rains are 1 hour. So, I feel a little bit better now. Thank you. Yes, Blue Angels weather in TC. Friday, high clouds, but good and comfortable. Saturday and Sunday, excellent. Saturday better than Sunday, so I better get into this here and show you. All right, so now we're on the radar forecast. We're into this afternoon. Those clouds and dying showers coming into northern lower, but not southern lower. And then another line of thunderstorms generating across the UP. The UP will be the wet spot for the next 24 hours, and those start to creep into northern lower overnight tonight in the form of a line of thunderstorms. But remember, cold fronts become less active. The thunderstorms become weaker in the middle of the night because there's less contrast ahead of the cold front to behind the cold front during the night. They can stay active, but unless they're a really robust cold front, it kind of tends to die. So let's go to the middle of the night tonight. 2 in the morning, 3, 4, 5. So basically northern half of lower Michigan, you could get a hour thunderstorm or two. That would be the raindrop. That would be the raindrop that's showing up on your phone underneath the cloud for Friday. A middle of the night rain. So Friday, it's not going to rain. I do get frustrated because I feel like meteorology and weather is highly accurate if you get it from a person that can keep you updated for your exact location. For example, I have a customer base of about 60 to 80 farmers that pay me to daily update them in exactly an area around Reese, Frankenmuth, Tuscola County, Huron County, Sanilac County. And I can be highly accurate because I can specialize it to them and their needs. Sorry, I've probably turned all of you off right now and you'll never share again. But yeah, I do need to ask you to share. All right, so here we go. So we're at Friday midday, noon. The showers, maybe some scattered thunderstorms creep into the southern half of lower Michigan and last in any one spot. Now, that front is going to bog down in the southern part of the state. So tomorrow afternoon could be showery, thunder showery for a couple of hours from Grand Rapids to Flint to Lansing, Jackson, Ann Arbor, Detroit, Kalamazoo, southern part of the state. And then by Friday evening, that has moved off, and Saturday looks like a good day. Now we pick up with the European model. By the way, hi to the gentleman that started a conversation with me yesterday at the McDonald's in Frankenmuth. And one of the questions was, why is the European model the best model? It is, just for perspective, 2 to 5, 6 days out, 7, 8 maybe, on the big picture. We have models in the U.S. that smoke it on severe weather in the short term. We have models that do a lot better in other things, but it's good in the medium term, and that's why I jumped to it. And here's Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. Saturday looks like a dry day. Air show of the Blue Angels of Traverse City Saturday, probably the day to go. Saturday night, Sunday, a clump of rain and thunderstorms showing up, fairly widespread. So Sunday, I would say, could be a wet half of a day in places and remnant clouds after that. And then we go back to the 4th. This is the 4th. There could be a slight northeast wind. That's a cooler, drier wind in the east and the northeast and the thumb. Still fairly warm in the southwest. I'll show that to you in just a moment. And thank you, Vern Fondren. I appreciate that very much. Hey, what would you think about, I know this sounds a little egotistical, but what would you think about really showing the love to me? And let's have some t-shirts made up that say Tora Grossa Nation. I just think it'd be cool if I was walking somewhere, downtown Charlevoix or downtown Bay City or downtown Ann Arbor, and I saw someone wearing a t-shirt that said Tora Grossa Nation. That would be pretty cool. But probably never happened. So, all right. So 4th of July, this is 4th of July afternoon. It looks great. And then we go into next week and clumps of thunderstorms again diving at us from the south, from the northwest. So we certainly could have some rainfall. Here are the temperatures. And like I said, this I feel is why, Michigan summer can be great. A little something for everyone. Today we're hot. All right. Becky Sadler's in. Wayne Lynch says, forget about it. Today we're hot, 90-ish. Humidity not too bad. Tomorrow we're somewhat cooler because remember that band of clouds dropping south across the state, but still stifling far southern part of the state. Then Saturday, 85-ish southern half, upper 70s northern half. Sunday, 85 to 90 southern half, northern half, comfortably cool 70s. Kathy Reddington, yes, group hug. She'd buy that shirt. And then, 4th of July, 80s in the south, 70s in the north. Northeast wind might make the thumb refreshingly cool. Tuesday, upper 70s to low 80s. Wednesday, back to mid 80s in the places that are maybe craving sunshine after a few days cool down. Amy Zettel, what was Sunday night like? Missed it. Fireworks will be at the campgrounds, Ogama County. Okay, we'll go back to that. Thursday, getting back into the 80s to 90s. Friday and Saturday. So we really do have some beautiful weather on the way. Let's get to back to Sunday for Amy Zettel. This is the rainfall from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday, and then 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pat Wilson's totally in on the shirt, but I think it would be a tropical shirt. Yes! You are hired, Pat Wilson. You can be my t-shirt maker. Ken Forsyth, what about pinconning? Pinconning, you get the thunder shower tomorrow morning if you're lucky. We all pretty much need any rain we can get now at this time of the year. And then you got a great Saturday, and you could get some showers on Sunday and a great 4th. Georgia's too hot with high humidity. Jackie says she loves the summer in Michigan. Yeah, I think so. Georgia would be on the hot side. All right. I apologize, folks. I rambled a lot. Hopefully you got some weather in there. I'm going to post the weekend forecast in digital version, online on MLive, so you can look at it. But remember, there is nothing I see this weekend that should cause you to cancel any problems, any plans going wherever you want to go. Just plan on possibly about a 6-hour window of rain in the northern part of the state. Becky Taylor, so will it be raining in Traverse City on Sunday morning? Let's go back to that. Sunday morning, Traverse City. So this is the rainfall amounts 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday. And that's quarter inch or so. So yes, it would be raining in Traverse City on Sunday morning. And this has been pretty consistent. We don't just look at the latest. Let's go back 12 hours before that, if it will come up for me. And we'll show you what the model looked like. Here we go. We're loading. What the model looked like for Sunday in the last run. Very similar. It's maybe about 25 miles different, something like that. All right, so you have yourself a great weekend too, Bill Bachamp. You know what we could do? And this is doable. I could say like, hey, let's all get together in, I don't know, Ludington on Sunday. This is just a for example. And we kind of have a little party, a little shindig. So I could meet Kevin Nag from Genesee and Shirley Felice. Well, she's in Arizona, so no. Lynn Savage building a pole barn, so doesn't need a lot of rain. Fortunately, you get what you get, because if we could control it, we'd have red and blue trying to control it and Supreme Court making decisions and whatnot. No, weather, mostly uncontrollable, but that's a whole nother topic. So, hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for joining the Toro Grosso Nation. We're going to work on that. And it'll be all about weather, So, take care, be safe, drive slow, drive early today. If you're thinking about going north on Friday, I am already north. I went last night. It was pretty busy. Gas prices aren't stopping everybody. So my recommendation would be go tonight if you could. 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night driving northward. You will have a lot less traffic than tomorrow, a lot less frustration, and you'll be closer to where you want to be for the weekend. So take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torgrosa. Bye. I'm going to shut up now. Take care.